BMJ, I got my eyebrows back. There was so much stuff on our faces, aside from the stuff that was inside our faces, that we all became plastic. A rather unpleasant subject today. The Matrix. The first one. It was written by Lucifer. But those people who have considered this a stage, this reality, were correct. It was written for the other side. So it was laced with knowings from the other side. And one of them was how we were all plugged into the goo and believing that we were in a simulation. And it became the reality, which is what happened. But we didn't have any power over it. We couldn't change it. It could only be changed from the outside, and that wasn't the point. The point was we were a human phallus for electromagnetic beings. The really bad, creepy people, I wouldn't even call them creepy. They were evil, extreme evil. The ones that always knew where everyone was and what they were doing. They exist in here. They were the inside Lucifer and Ahriman. Unfortunately, there are still children. And these people can't stay. There have already been high-profile people who have left that were this. I'm aware of many, but not even close to what actually exists. And I am going to tell a story. In 2023 and 24, I was teaching at a place, teaching piano. I had a student in 23 who could engage with me and could improve and could consider. The next year, he became combative. In my eyes, he seemed depressed extremely. He was not even the same person. And I learned today that he was one of those. We've called them taggers. They manipulated the avatar from within the system. They were what made it possible for the other side to put more apparatuses in us and programs. They would walk around intending And understanding this scenario with this student is obviously disconcerting and disturbing because I was tagged through that person. And having been a teacher, I started teaching when my sister was old enough to think. So most of my life, but as a private music teacher since 1994, I had to pay taxes. So I was teaching before then, but I had enough of a studio in 94. And I think I understand that there have only been 2 of my students that were taggers. And looking back, they show me, since I am a sound person, I can understand and I see it and I get it. And I was uncomfortable at times. There was this is another tagger that was in my life. There were 3 that I've been told that were my age group. One of them, 2 of them have already left. But the amount of what I'm not sure I understand are tags that have been pulled out of me, and how affected I was by this person, one in particular. It is very disturbing to consider because this was someone who was very prominent in my life. Unfortunately, I already know of a few people who are leaving whom I know. And they can't stay. The people around them are heavily supported, but it's still going to be grief. I don't know if P is going to have me name people or not. I don't want to currently. I don't know how this is all going to go down. But it's coming. It's already been happening. I'll see a death and I'll say, was this one? Yes. Was this one? No. Very broken. Some people, this one didn't want to stay. It's they have criteria. Some of you might end up not wanting to stay, but if you're in my purview, you are probably being extra supported because you're probably needed to help turn this into something that is for the people. Thank God we have people like Randy Rainbow. BMJ out.